everyone. Hello, hello. Yep, it's just me today. So I am doing a special ephemera sale. So just me and my ephemera. Lots of ephemera. Big variety. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun going through everything, kind of grouping things and spacing things out. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun going through and looking at everything I have. But welcome everyone. So it's great to have you here with me for this sale. Hope everyone is staying cool. It's getting warm in my area again. So we're back up in the kind of upper 80s for a couple of days before hopefully we cool down again. But yeah, it is wonderful seeing everybody. And hello, Sarah Lee, and hi, Cam. And so yeah, so welcome. This is a special ephemera sale. But yeah, that covers a whole big variety. And yeah, I've just been throwing all kinds of fun things into this mix. And let's see. Nope, I don't have my little checklist, so I'll have to try to do everything by memory. But my email address is on the screen if it is first time purchasing. If you are watching after the sale and you see something that didn't sell that you're interested in, feel free to contact me or leave a comment for the video. Let's see. I'm shipping from Washington State, so I am up in the Pacific Northwest. And yeah, I've got a whole bunch of links and everything to share with everybody that I was working on getting open. So I am going to start with, oh, I didn't get that one open. The one that I'm starting with, I did not get all of the way open in finding. So I have merch. So the t-shirt I happen to be wearing today is my logo for Sandy and Otto. So that is what you're seeing right here is my logo. But I have got all kinds of fun graphics and of course merch for the Sue Spezio show, which is on Friday nights on my channel with Sue and usually Aaron, because he's such a nice guy to be available to come and join us on most Friday nights. And so there is the link to the merch. So yeah, I have got t-shirts and tote bags and coffee mugs and all kinds of fun things with my logo, the Elephants Love packages, the inspectors, the Sue Spezio show. What else have I got? Oh, I've got the crossing guards. Yeah, all kinds of things. Oh, I like my Fenton extra crimpy. So I've got all kinds of fun little logos and sayings, but that is the merch store there. You can take a look. And also I have been working on my eBay store. So I do sell things that don't always fit into my live sales or things I brought to live sales that just don't sell. So I do sell things on eBay, and I'm going to put in the link to my eBay store. So if you go to my eBay store and you click on the little, what is it, the heart? I think it is. I think it's the heart that is on there. Then it becomes a liked store. And every week, as new things get added, then you get an email saying, hey, this person added some new items. So that gives you just kind of a gentle reminder and a preview of some of the things that I have added that you might be interested in. And let's see what else. Oh, yes. And then I do have memberships available. So I am going to share my screen real quick. I'm going to find that option here. And at the $1.99 a month level, it gets you a loyalty badge and access to some fun emojis, which happen to be parts of the Sue Spezio logo, along with my cats, Gracie, Joe, and Faye. There's a green glow emoji and a red glow emoji. And as more members come on board, I will be able to add more emojis. At the $4.99 a month level, as many of you know, I do drop ship, buy it now videos. And at the $4.99 level, this gets you 1 day early access to those videos. So you're able to shop a day early, pick out all of the items that you're interested in. A little less people shopping the day early, so you have a little more access to everything. And that's every video I put out for the Buy It Now. For the whole month, you get 1 day early access. And then at the Paw Party, the highest level, that gets you a discount code for the merch. And I'm still working on setting it up, but it will be at least once a month, a live kind of Q&A where it's just a small group of people and we can talk about anything. We can do, research on items, anything that kind of comes our way for interest. So those are the membership levels, and all you have to do is click on the join button, which appears several places on my YouTube channel, along with on every video. It is available there also. Okay, let's see. I think that is everything aside from the reminders. Everything that I do today, even though it's just me, will be done in an offer up style. Again, just in case anyone is having lag issues, want to make sure everyone has an opportunity to participate in the purchase of any of the items that I am showing. And shipping costs are not included and will be calculated based on weight and size of the shipping box or poly mailer, however it ends up getting shipped, and how far away you are from me. Kind of all gets calculated together. Oh gosh, I think that's pretty much it, unless I think of something else. Which, if I do, I'll just shout it out randomly. But I am going to go ahead and get started on the sale. And then there we go. As I go through the items, any items that don't sell, I will be putting aside, and then I will do a quick a speed round at the end of the sale, just to kind of give people a chance who may not be here at the beginning of the sale, a chance to see those items and to purchase. Let's see. Yep, I think that is about it. Hello, Susan, and hi, Juanita. It's great to see you guys. So let me go ahead and grab the first item. Now, I do have a lot of these items in little plastic sleeves so that I can keep them separate and kind of protected. So I will be spending a little time getting things out of plastic sleeves. So I am going to put in, like I normally do, start prices and put them up on the screen so that everyone can see them a little more easily up on the screen there as I go through. And, I don't know why there would be an echo, but if anyone else is hearing an echo, let me know so that we can kind of determine if it's on my end, if it's StreamYard, if it's just maybe Juanita just might need to refresh. But if anybody hears an echo, please let me know. I hope that a few of you out there in the chat are still listening. And hi, Robbie. So first up that I have is this beautiful McCall's needlework. It is the Knitting and Crocheting magazine. This is the winter 1940-41. And thank you guys so much. So maybe, Juanita, it just might be a case of just popping out of the sale and popping back in, and that might clear the echo. But thank you guys so much for letting us know. Sometimes it helps just to kind of figure out where the problem is and how to fix it. So this is a $6 start. This is the winter 1940-41. McCall's needlework, and this is so pretty. You could frame this cover right here. And hi, Lorna. Hi, Janice. It's great to see you guys. Isn't that beautiful? That lovely cross stitch. I love it. And then on the back here, it's so fun to see these old ads. And hi, Linda, and thank you. I know, isn't that picture gorgeous? So here is some needlework that the gals over here are working on. What ladies in the 1940s were doing. And thanks, Sarah Lee, for letting me know. And so, yeah, this is full of really fun ads. And let's see what they have here. Rug making, a crocheted bedspread. Ooh, a chintz room. Oh my, let's take a look at the chintz room. Oh, look at that gorgeous fashion. Oh, love that. And oh my goodness, look at how beautiful that is. So let's see. Oh, pages are numbered. And of course, the armchair covers and headrests. Oh my goodness. What else do we have? Oh, here's some little laundry projects and something for the animals. And hi, Haley. Let's see, 42. I want to see this chintz room. Oh, look how cute this is. Mickey Mouse, Monday through Friday towels. Oh, how cute is that? And then those designs, siesta after fiesta. Batter up, over the top. Oh my goodness. Hi, Jan. Okay, so here is the, oh, it's in black and white. Oh, I wish this was in color. So here is the chintz room. It must be her sewing room, but it is the curtains, the chair, all done in chintz. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we do have Linda at 6 for this magazine. Look at this. So it looks like we've got a nightgown and bed jacket set. And look at that, it's got a hood on it. Wow. Wouldn't you feel fancy sitting in bed wearing that? Oh my goodness. And hello, Vicky. There's another bed jacket. And then what do we have on this end that I can't quite see? Oh, there's a fancy robe. Probably a house dress, right? Oh, such a pretty pattern. And there's another bed jacket. Things that we just don't use anymore, but they sure had fun with. And then let's see, what is this called? Oh, So that pattern on the cover is called Jungle Gossip. So for those of you that may have come in a little late, here is the cover of the McCall's Needlework magazine. This again is winter 1940-41. It has 72 pages in it. And I'm going to go ahead and count this one down for Linda. And we're going once, going twice, and we are sold to Linda. And thank you so much. Okay, so next up, I have a lot of photographs. So it is a little grouping here of photos. Now, what is so interesting about this is it is photos of a plant with a flower that is in the process of opening. I have not yet fully identified the flower. We've come really close. I brought this to one of the Friday night sales. The picture tells a story, also known as the Sue Spezio Show. So I brought these to that. Some people thought it was a ghost orchid. A couple other guesses might be something similar to that, but it's really neat. So someone took a picture kind of over the short amount of time that this flower appeared. Well, so far, Linda, no one else wants it. So you might as well just just take the whole thing, unless someone else wants it. I don't know if anyone would really want me to split it up and tear off the cover and just take the rest of it. But I mean, but we'll see. But so far, no one else is claiming it. So oh, so Susan, okay, hang on. So Susan is taking the rest. Okay, so let me write a note. So Linda, just the cover, and then Susan for the rest. All right, I've got it. So the cover will go to Linda. Susan will take the rest. All right. So this is a beautiful, this flower is phenomenal when it opens. So I can see why someone took a picture. I can't tell exactly when this was because, it's not quite dated or anything quite like that. But back when people were taking actual pictures. So I'm going to go through this series. So if you identify this flower and think it's really cool, or just love this flower and are very intrigued by it and maybe want to do some research on your own. So I'm going to show the photos that they took of this. And so then here is the plant itself. And then you can see that the flower hangs down from the plant. And it's got these beautiful green leaves, but the flower itself is white. And then here it is starting to open. And you can see it's got all of these little wispy petals, and then it does have some thicker petals. Oops. Oops. Don't want to jump ahead too much. Here's another one of the plant. And then here is the flower as it's opening. It is so pretty. And so then here it is a little more open. It does have an interesting kind of orchid look to it. I'm going to turn it this way so that I'm not getting as much of a glare. And you can see all of those petals. But it's so intriguing to see this. And then here we go with the whole plant. And then as it's opening, isn't that just so interesting? And then here it is. I'll do it this way, a little more open. I'm trying to get it so that the glare, you can see all of the petals. There's a lot of petals in this flower. You know, from out here on the outer layer with those wispy ones, and then as it gets closer to the center, it gets a little thicker and a little thicker with the flower petals. And oops. And hi, Georgia. And then here it is pretty much fully open. So I'm going to tilt it again so you can see all of the layers of petals. I mean, it is a beautiful flower. Whatever this flower may be, again, haven't quite identified what kind of flower it is, but it is just so interesting. Queen of the Night. And hi, Lori. And that is interesting. I have not looked at that one yet. Queen of the Night. Okay. So it's interesting. Does it say anything about how often it blooms? Or, I mean, is this like one of those, it blooms once a year, so, enjoy it, or it blooms every other year or something? But it seems like it's a pretty good sized plant. And yeah, isn't the name cool? Yeah, that's a great name. But it's a pretty good sized plant to just be producing that one flower. But it is so pretty. And but isn't that just gorgeous? So yeah, you can have this beautiful collection of the photos of this flower opening up. It's part of the cactus family. Okay, cacti. There we go. And thank you so much, Lori, for finding that. That is awesome. Yeah, I just was not coming up with much of anything every time I tried to find it. But it's really, really pretty. But yeah, not knowing, how much light does it need? If it's a succulent, probably not much water, probably would bloom maybe once a year if the conditions were right. So I think this is, oh, I didn't count how many photos. Let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But it sure looks so, I think you've gotten farther than anybody has so far. So that is really fun. So here it is before it opens. And then here it is after it opens. Isn't that something? So $3 and you can enjoy this beautiful flower that may or may not bloom in the right conditions if you ever get a chance to be around it. But I thought that was really neat that someone, you know, took the time to take the pictures. So now we can all enjoy the beauty of this flower, which is pretty amazing. I've never seen anything quite like this flower. And so, yeah, really neat to be able to see it. But the lot of 12 of them is available for $3. And I will, for now, we will pass on those. Okay, so next up, and I'm going to try to do a good job here and write pass just for my own records if I need to come back to here. So I have some vintage maps, like road maps. And the set of them, there's 4. So it's going to start at $10, which is essentially $2.50 a piece. If anyone is interested in the whole collection, so then it would be $10. However, if no one is interested in the whole collection, but someone is interested in part of the collection, then I will piece it out. But we have Oregon, and we'll get a closer look at these. This one, I don't remember where all of those landmarks go. So we'll take a closer look at that one. And then I have 2 of California. Nope. I think I did it this way because I had the 2 of California and I have 1 of Oregon. So there's actually 5, but these 2 are the same. And this one, I'm not sure if it's complete because I think someone ended up tearing part of it. As you know, it happens with the road maps. So we've got California, Oregon. I'll open this one up and take a look. And then we've got this one of Oregon. So let's see if it says, this is from a gas station in Lincoln, California. And I don't think I found any specific dates on these, but this is a map, yeah, that starts in Northern California and heads on down. So again, you know, with ephemera and all of the uses, this is great. You know, you can scan it in, print it, take copies of this for use in your ephemera products. You know, if they're junk journaling or card making, but it's got some close-ups of San Francisco on that side. I know that's always the challenge, isn't it? You can get the map open, but you can't get it closed again. And then this side here, I'll turn it over because then I think we've got Southern California down here, down to, let's see. Oh, it doesn't quite go down to the border on that end. Let's see, where is our border? Oh, on that side. Oh, here's the border. So, yep, it does go down to the border right there. And this is shell with all of the fun shell emblems on here. So those are fun again for ephemera use. So let's see where this mystery one goes. And so again, if nobody wants all of them for $10, we'll do $2 each if anybody is interested in specific ones. This one, let's see, let's get this. Oh, I see, it goes this way. Okay. Oh my. So this one starts up in It looks like it's everywhere in green that this map is. So it's just, instead of being Washington, Oregon, and California, it's the next group. So you get Idaho, Montana, Utah, and maybe a little bit of Arizona in here too. And so this one's nice. It's in booklet form. I don't know why they didn't all think of that. So then you just flip the page. And then here we go all the way up to Calgary. So up into Canada, down through Montana. And then there's more of Montana. And there's the Idaho border. Here we go into Utah and Nevada. And it's got all of the little landmarks, little places to go on the side there. And then it does tell you where they are. And let's see. Oh, then here we are at Salt Lake, Utah, a little bit of Nevada right there. So that is fun. And then we do end up Nevada, California, and then a little sliver of Arizona in there. Okay, so I don't see any takers for the whole set, and I don't see any takers for individuals, but if you are interested, $2, we'll do $2 a piece for the vintage maps. And we'll put those back in the little plastic. Okay, so we will pass on those. Okay, next up, I've got some, well, they're 1920s sheet music, so that's pretty much antique now, since we are in the 2020s. I don't think I counted how many there are in here, so I will do that. They are going to have a $10 start for this lot of sheet music from the 1920s. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 of them in here. This one is I'm crying because I know I'm losing you. Uh-oh, there she goes. She is out the door. So this is, I don't know if this is, oh, maybe it's Irving Berlin Music Publishers, but this one happens to be by Cliff Friend. Made in the USA. And this is originally 1927 is the song. On the back, you get a bonus song called Mary Ann. Then we have I Want to Go Where You Go, Do What You Do, Then I'll Be Happy. Okay. Oh, maybe that's her. So she's leaving with this guy because she's going to go where he goes, do what he does, and then she'll be happy. There you go. So here is featuring Grace Aldrich. So she must have been something famous back in the day. This is also Irving Berlin Music Publishers. Great graphics on both of these, though, for the 1920s. This one was done in 1925. Then we'd have, I'd love to fall asleep and wake up in my mammy's arms. Pretty shots of some flowers there. And this young girl going to sleep. This one is from 1920. Then we have In a Little Spanish Town, 'Twas on a Night Like This, an exquisite waltz song. And there she is. Look how cute. This says that it was featured by Theodore Hahn, music director, Capitol Theater, Cincinnati, Ohio. And, oh, then you get a couple of bonus songs, Just a Bird's Eye View, and My Girl Has Eye Trouble. Okay. That's a different one. This is from 1926. But yeah, isn't she gorgeous? And then the last one, this is Irving Berlin's Russian Lullaby. And hi, Jen. They got a cute little fountain there. And this again is from Irving Berlin Music Publishing. And it is from 1927. So you will get, on the back of this one, we've got some more great graphics. Look at her. This is I've Got the Girl. And this one, It Made You Happy When You Made Me Cry. Ooh. I don't think that's a dancing song. But you are going to get all 5 of these beautiful pieces of 1920s sheet music for $10. And I don't see any takers on those. So we will go ahead and pass. Okay, let me put that into the chat here. Okay, next up, I've got a small lot of children's books. There's just 3 little books, and they are going to start at $5. So 2 of them are little golden books. I have The Little Calf That Couldn't Moo. So there he is. And this one we've got belonged to Kelsey. And it is from 1992. Great graphics in here. What have we got? Oh. And the little butterfly. And this one is the Little Golden Book. And we've got all kinds of barnyard animals coming to help the little calf who couldn't moo. Then I have The Very Best Picnic. And this one belonged to Megan. And thank you, Robbie. This one is from 1988. And let's see what makes this. And oh, I don't think she wanted to get up in the morning to go to the best picnic ever. Oh, I see. I think the picnic is in her room. Isn't that cute? So 1988. Hi, Annette. And then the last book is a Let's Read Together. Miss Polly Had a Doll. And oh, somebody I think might have the chicken pox or something. Let's see what this says. Oh, this has got a pretty little book plate in it. And it is from 1995. And it does look like, oh yeah, it looks like the doctor had to come to check out the doll. And uh-oh, Polly's doll is sick. It looks like the doctor is writing a prescription. So you will get all three of these super cute books. And we've got Sarah Lee at 6. Thank you, Sarah Lee. Again, the little calf that couldn't moo. The Very Best Picnic. I like that little bunny. We got the little ducks, the little fish. And then we have Miss Polly Had a Dolly. And the dolly is looking a little under the weather there. Let's see if we can find some more animals in this one. So let me see. So Robbie, if you are here, oh, there's Robbie. Yep. Got a little bit of that lag again. Oh, here we go. We've got the calf, and we've got some, looks like a bunny and a squirrel. So fun when they put all the little animals in here. And then let's see if we've got for the Very Best Picnic. We've got, oh, it does look like we got a little, like a little hamster, a little bunny, a little frog, a teddy bear, and some rubber duckies. And then they're eating sandwiches, drawing pictures. Okay, so we'll give Sarah Lee a chance to see if she wants to come in at 8 or higher, or if she is out. And she is out. Thank you so much. And hi, Leanne. So we will count these down for Robbie. We're going once, going twice, and sold. Thank you so much, Sarah Lee and Robbie. And hi, Kathy. There we go. Okay, next up, I have a vintage pattern transfer. This is going to start at $5 for the transfer. Now, this was sent in the mail. So you get a really fun envelope with this also. So this is from Household Arts Department, San Francisco, California. And hi, Mary. And, you know, I love to point this out. Washington State used to be abbreviated WN. And so this is a great example of that. So there is the shipping label. So it's really fun. You get the vintage envelope also. And this comes with the transfer. Oh, it comes with the instruction sheet also. And with the instructions, look at this. It tells you the different stitches that you need. It also tells you that this is for bedroom linens. Here is the pattern and all of the helpful hints you will need for material, how to place this for if you want to do it on a bedspread, the embroidery, color suggestions, finishing edge, and then here is the beautiful flower basket pattern. And then you can see all the numbers here do match up with the numbers here for the colors that they tell you. Plus, they let you know of any special stitches that you will need to do to complete this. So really good instruction sheet on this. And then here is the pattern. Let me open this up. So isn't that fantastic? So it's right there, ready to go. And it's this gorgeous flower basket. And then it does have a couple of ones like this one they say you can use as a tester. It says trial. And then you have this amazingly huge, can you imagine the bedspread that went on? Oh, so pretty. And then it's got a couple of other designs that you can add along the side to complement it. But this is $5 for the pattern and the instructions. And this is on that kind of waxy paper because it was intended to be just kind of ironed on to the fabric. So again, you get the pattern. Hello, Cher, the instructions, and the awesome vintage envelope that this came in. So $5 for that. And it's great to see everyone. And thank you for joining me this afternoon. Okay, we'll pass on that. Okay, so I have another grouping of photos. This is something that I would be showing on a Friday night for A Picture Tells a Story. But since I'm doing ephemera and just kind of mixing things up, I decided to bring them here. So what this is a collection of photos from a gal that was given to, a family, not her family, but like she's related to the family. So they would send photos to the family. But her name is Karen. And let me write pass on here. Okay. And so for these photos, they are going to start at $3 for this lovely little collection of photos of Karen over the years. So here she is. And this was taken at 16 months old. And it was taken on April 1st, 1963. And that's okay, Jen. I don't mind doing it since it's just me. And and hello, my pal Sal Vintage. Great to see you. So 1963, Karen at 16 months. Then we have some school photos. This one is the 3rd grade photo taken in 1969. Here is I'm going to say fourth grade photo taken in 1970. This one, 1976. And then, and then I forgot this one. This one is somewhere in between because there she is at a younger age, probably elementary school. And then the last photo is more of a family photo. So there she is as a teenager, possibly with mom and grandmother. This one says it was taken in November of 76. So maybe she got a haircut from, because her hair seems a little shorter. This one says June 76. There we go. June 76 and November of 76. So, yep, there was a haircut involved, but look at that great apron. And then they've got the puppy in there too. So just a fun collection of photos that were sent to a family member. Again, great to incorporate into your crafting projects. So $3 for the photos of Karen. And we will go ahead and pass on those. All right, next I have a little recipe book. It looks like this recipe book came out in a lot of different forms for a lot of different restaurants, like it was restaurant use recipe book, because it is for beverages. All the little concoctions for drink recipes. This one is going to start at $15. And hello, Donna Maria. And here it is. So it is a kind of small little pocket, really easy to handle if you are a restaurant worker. This one happens to be for the Lake City Beverage and Delicatessen on 123rd and 31st Northeast, back when the phone numbers were two-letter prefixes. So that one happens to be EM for Emerson. And this is the full line of mixers and party line supplies. Isn't that great? And they are open from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So in here is a lot of information. I mean, a lot. So you've got all of the alcohols and kind of what they are about, plus some information on wine. I mean, there is just a ton of information in this little book. And when they say 84, they really mean it. And it is all divided up by categories here. There are tabs to make it easier to find things. And so if you are someone with the, vintage barware, this is a great addition because there is a lot of more, kind of old-fashioned recipes in here that people used to drink, or the recipes how they originally were. And again, there are tabs everywhere to make it easier for you to very quickly find. And we'll keep going down a little bit here. I've never even heard of a sidecar. Lemon juice and something I don't know, and brandy. Well, no wonder I've never heard of it. And then it keeps going down and you can see all the little tabs there so that you can find it. So I guess ideally what you would do is open it up to, here's the middle. So there is the middle. And then depending on what you were going to make, see, you could very quickly find it right there and right there. So 84 recipes in all, and still in pretty good condition. You can see it does have a little bit of bending to it, but still pretty good condition for its age, which has got to be 60s or earlier, 50s or 60s on this for when it came out. All right. So we will go ahead and pass on that. And so next, oh, here they are. I have some vintage postcards. And they are all dog themed. And this lot, which I need to count how many are in here, but I know it's going to start at $10. So let's see, because I don't remember and I forgot to write it down. Let's see here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's, I guess, actually 4 postcards, 1 advertisement. I'll start with the advertisement. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of the postcards have been written on. 1 of them has not. So this is the advertisement. Look at those cute puppies. This is for Frank Miller's crown dressing for ladies and children's shoes. Okay. So we got a little puppy who looks like he's living in a hat. There they are chewing on the shoes. And he's chewing on that shoe. And down there it says Wemple and Company, New York. So here is the crown dressing. Gives a rich gloss with a deep and durable color. While most dressings crack the leather, oh no, the crown does not injure it in the least, and for ladies and children's boots and shoes is rapidly displacing all others. All right, so go to your first class shoe dealers and you will be able to get some crown dressing. And then maybe your dogs won't chew on your shoes. So there is the one ad. It's almost postcard size. Okay, then we've got this cute postcard of all the little puppies in the crate. And this one was postmarked. Oh gosh, it's fading right where the date is. I can tell it's something 9, but I can't see what it is. So I'll show the back. You can see that that last number is a 9, but I just cannot make out what that other number is. But it's old enough that it was still a 1-cent stamp. There is the address, and this one was used. It's written on. I don't know if I can read. Ooh, I don't know if I can read that. May 27th. Received your letter. And thank you, Kathy. I see you for 10. So yeah, it's a little hard to read, but I'll hold part of it up there if you want to try to give that a little read. And then I'll hold it down there. But yeah, it has unfortunately faded a little bit over time just to make it a little hard. Okay, here's the next postcard. I'm stuck here for a while. And it says, that's me, just got in. Looks like Kit. This one was postmarked in 1910. So there is the date, 1910, February 8th. And let's see. Good almighty, glad you didn't go to somewhere. Oh, maybe Cal? You know me, Harry. I'm just the one to take pity on. You see you know what, never know. Now, that one's a little hard to read. But anyway, little puppy, he's stuck here for a while. All right, then we've got this great one. It looks like the postman is delivering puppies. It says the pick of the post. I don't know. Could you ever mail a puppy? I don't think so. This one has not been written on the back. And let's see what that says. The Norman Davy Printing Company, London, and something. Although it does look like maybe something was written on there, or maybe something was just pressed up against there and it just transferred over. But there is that one. And then here is the last one. Doggone the luck. And I don't think she is going to be able to hold on to that little dog much longer. And this one, I'll see if I can read the date. Not really on this one. It is right in here, but it's really hard to read. And it looks like this was written in pencil. All right, so you get the 4 postcards, and we've got Kathy at $10. So the 4 postcards, and and Kathy says this will probably just make them want to lick the shoes to death. Probably. And that fun ad. All right, so I am going to count that down for Kathy. And we're going once, going twice, and sold. And thank you, Kathy. Okay, next up, I have a Mary Englebright book. And this one is going to start. Yeah, it is always interesting, Robbie, right? When you're mixing cats and dogs into the same household. This one is a Mary Englebright, The Snow Queen book. And it is going to start at $5. So here is the Snow Queen. This is by Hans Christian Andersen, but Mary Englebright did the illustrations for this. It is a hardbound book. And yeah, first page right off the bat, you know that's Mary Englebright. Let me see the date that this came out. Let's see. Oh, look at that pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? This, let's see here. This came out in 1993. Let me see if I can get that right in there. There it is, 93 on this one. And it might be the first printing. Let's take a look at that. Right there. That might be the first. And I've got Sarah Lee at 5. Thank you. And we'll take a look at a few of these. Ooh, look at this one. Oh my gosh. Those graphics are so cool. Oh, amazing. And then, and then the Sweet Kids. Beautiful. Let's see. Writing. Oh, here's a little shot of the Snow Queen right there. These illustrations are so good. And oh, there's a little kitty down there. There's another great one. Combing her hair. Just all the little accessories in the room also. Just amazing to look at. You see something different every time you look at it. Oh, that one's neat. All these little figures showing up there. And she's following the crow up. Oh, that one's really fun. Even got some good things in here for Halloween, too. Let's see. Oh, this one's cute. All right, so looks like this is going to Sarah Lee. Okay, we must have a better shot of the Snow Queen in here. I just must have missed it. Oh, there it is. There's a beautiful shot of the Snow Queen. Gorgeous. So pretty. All right. Well, I will count this down for Sarah Lee. And we're going once. Going twice. And sold. And thank you, Sarah Lee. All right. Oh, I think that's my mail carrier. Sorry, guys. I will be right back. Okay. All right. I had to see where I was back on the list here. All right. So I have put together a bunch of ephemera packs. So these are great for your junk journaling or just for any kind of crafting project. So I do have several of these available. They will be $15 each. So I'm going to write crafting pack 15. And I'll have just mention of these a few times during the sale. But I've got some great pictures here, outdoors pictures for you to use in your crafting. It's just a fun yellow sheet. So we'll take a look real quick. Here's a check, 1955. Postcards, some more postcards. Oops, there we go. Here is just, again, fun, random things for you to be able to use in your crafting. Just some really fun sheets. What is this thing? Oh, that's another fun sheet. Just, again, interesting things. Here's a newspaper clipping from 1960, 60 something. We've got old coupons. I think they've expired, so you might not be able to use them. Here are some receipts. Old receipts, 1949. Here is a Canadian National Telegraph. How about that? Here's a blank check. So again, just fun, random things to be able to use in your crafting projects. More newspapers. Well, this one has Robin Hood flower. So each of these have, different but similar goodies in them. There's some more postcards. Another postcard. Just some, some random stuff. Business letter styles and old print. Those are always fun to use when you have lots of different graphics. Here is a tour guide for Calgary and a map of Australia. This is a really big map of Australia. Some more receipts. More receipts. Always fun to use all these little bits of paper and all these really cool graphics. You can scan them in and use them over and over again. Here's an old letter. This one I don't think is in English. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that is English. So yeah, you just get a really fun, again, just a great variety of goodies. Those are some like notes and some notes. Oops, there we go. Notes. Little brochure. This is, it's an envelope, old envelope with a little flower on it. And then here are some a little more beat up sheet music, which is really good, again, for crafting, you know, when a book is a little more on the beat up side, it's a little easier to like scan and take the pictures and use them. Oh yeah, this one's really fun because it's got all these great graphics because it is used for students. So it's got really fun graphics in it. But yeah, it's just a fun little mix. Each one is just a little different from the other one, but similar but different. And thank you, Robbie. I see you for 15. And I can get this back in here. Then I don't have to worry about all the little pieces of paper running away. There we go. Okay, so we'll put one aside. There we go, one aside for Robbie. And if anyone else would like one, just let me know. I will be making that announcement again a little later on. Also, when I get through a few more of these. Okay, where am I going next? I'm going over here next. Okay, so let me, just for my references, I'm going to type in, oops, going once, going twice, and sold, just in case I ever need to go back here and look at my notes. Okay, so next up, I've got a Dinosaur pop-up book. It has a couple of issues with it. One, I think, is really easy to fix. The other one, maybe not. But there are so many pop-ups that are really cool. But I'm going to start it at $10 just because it's got a couple of issues, and I'll show them to you. But it is a big book. Look at this. So it doesn't have just one dinosaur pop-up. It has several in each section. This is by Robert Sabuda, who does a lot of pop-up books. And I have a few of his pop-up books. So let me show this. I mean, this is major dinosaur pop-up. Look at that. And that's not even the biggest one in the book. But not only that, but we've got these with the pages over here. Each of these is a pop-up. And there's that one. And again, there's a couple that have issues, so I do just want to mention that. But thank you, Donna Maria. Yeah, this is really amazing. And then over here, we've got some more pop. This one is so strange. I'm going to get in close here. There is a dinosaur and there are people at a dining table in here. And so I had to read this one. On New Year's Eve in 1853, two men hosted a dinner inside the belly of an unfinished dinosaur model to celebrate the new year. Victorians. I'm telling you, Victorians. So look at this dinosaur. Woo! And again, you've got this on, this on this side. This one, you can hardly even open it because this dinosaur is so big. We've got this one. Now, this is one where there's a little issue that he's come apart. There's one of the issues. And then this guy up here. This is another one. This one I think is a really easy fix because this foot right here should be attached right there. And when you attach it, he looks just fine once you attach that there. So I think that one's a pretty easy fix. And then we've got More dinosaurs. I mean, this thing just goes on and on and on, and more over here. And then look how big this guy is. He is so big. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you should. This one in particular, I know this is just one easy fix. You can see, I'll put my finger right here. Right here is where this foot should be attached. So you just have to like just tape it. I would say tape it back together, probably front and back. That one is a super easy fix. The other one, I think it might need like a couple pieces of tape to fix the other one. But here we got this guy. So there's a person right there. There's an elephant. Look how big that dinosaur is. Woo! Just incredible. And then on the sides here, more dinosaurs over there. This guy. Isn't that one fun? The way he pops out and then chomps down. And then again, there's more on the sides of these. And then there's this guy. Look at him coming right out of the page. And oh, and that's the last one there. So yeah, so it's just those two that I noticed. That the one I know is a super easy fix. This one, I think he came apart in a couple of spots, so he just might need, or maybe it's just one spot. I can see a little tear there and a little tear here. So I think maybe just that one spot needs to be glued or taped right back there. Oops, right there, and then he'll be fine. So yeah, I think it's just those two spots. They look like they're pretty easy fixes, but yep, there we go. Dinosaurs, $10. Yeah, this is a really awesome pop-up book. And so I'm going to count it down for Donna Maria. We're going once, going twice, and we are sold to Donna Maria. And thank you so much. Okay, what is next? All right. Next up, I have another grouping of photos, very similar to ones that I would show on the Friday Night Live. And this is 5 family photos, all different families, just with multiple people coming together for a photo. But there are 5 photos of families, not related, and they are going to start at $10 for 5 photos. So these are all either vintage or antique photos. This one is dated 1921-22. So it is a 100-year-old photo. The names on the back, not in English. So I'm not sure. This photo might not even have been taken in America in the 1920s. It may have been taken elsewhere. But a very interesting looking family. So that is the first photo, and I'll show the back here so you can see the names, and then there is the date. Okay, the second photo Just another family all gathered together. Again, these are great to scan in, add to your junk journaling. You know, you can zoom in on, a particular family or so and family member and just use them for special projects. This one on the back says, "Best wishes for Christmas from Adolph, Beatrice, Eugene, and" I was thinking it said Guinevere, but now I'm not sure. There is the back. No date, but I would imagine it's about the same time period in the 1920s. Kind of has that look. They even look like they could be the Waltons. This one is a little newer family, so this one is from 1957. And there they are at the house. Great photo outside. And on the back, it does have, oh, nope, this one's not in English either. So this might not be 1957 America. This might be somewhere else. 1957. Okay, then we have parents and their 3 kids, 3 daughters. So this one is a little larger photo, like a 5x7. And then the last one is a thicker, it's a, I guess that's a regular photo on thicker stock, but definitely an older photo of a family. I'm going to say a family that has a good deal of money. She's dressed very nicely. The children are all dressed very nicely. And so all 5 photos, all 5 for $10. All right, so we will pass on those. All right, let me write pass in here. And next, where am I going? I got to find my stack of stuff. There we go. That's where I'm going right there. Okay, next I have space shuttle postcards. I have 2 of the space shuttle, and they are going to start at $5 for the pair. So the first one is sitting here ready to be launched. And on the back, it says that this is the Space Shuttle Enterprise. And it is at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. There is the back. So this is unused, probably picked up as a souvenir. And then the other one has it. This one also is the Space Shuttle Enterprise. And it has it right as it separates from the NASA 747 during approach and landing test. So that's what they were doing there, testing. And this one also is from, oops. Oh, I guess there's 3. There's 3 of them. How about that? There's one more. So this one actually shows it separating. Oh, maybe that's what I was reading. Oh, so this one actually says that it was during final approach and landing test near Edwards Air Force Base in California. And then this one is the separation. So 3 space shuttle postcards. All 3 of them are the Enterprise. So $5 for the 3 postcards. And we will go ahead and pass on those. I'm going to update my notes. So it says that there are 3 of them. Okay, so next, move these over here. All right, next I have a magazine. And, oh, let me write pass in here. Okay, next is a 1934 magazine. This is going to start at $10. And hi, Jeannie. It's nice to see you. So glad you could join me. This is from January 20th, 1934. It is Liberty magazine. And here is a little boy. He's getting caught smoking a pipe on the cover. But on the back, it's okay to smoke Camels. Just don't be a little boy trying to smoke tobacco pipe. You'll get yourself into trouble. So what is this? Oh, here's an ad for Listerine. And look how fancy she's dressed with her big bottle of Listerine. And so this is, this has a lot of great ads and some interesting articles. So for all of you who know Lawrence of Arabia, that movie, here is I Flew Lawrence in War-Crazed Arabia. So here's someone who actually was a pilot with him. Interesting article. And it's got, oh, here we go. Cool menthol cigarettes with penguins, showing how cool they are. So it's always so interesting to see the ads from the 1930s in here. And this one has a lot of stories and articles to read. Trying to get to this page. Oh, so here we've got some pictures from the Lawrence of Arabia. And there's more stories. This is this a movie? Oh, these are several movies. So several movies that came out in the 1930s here that they do little reviews for. And that is, oh, Anne Harding, Gallant Lady. I don't remember that movie. Gallant Lady. I wonder if we tried hard enough if we could find them on like Turner Classic Movies or something. Oh, so here we have the men in Ruth Chatterton's life. Well, look at all these guys. Oh, well, Maurice Chevalier and Noel Coward. I recognize those names. I don't know if I recognize any of those other names. This is a glimpse within the charmed circle of Hollywood's real siren. By what magic has she enthralled and inspired so many male celebrities? Ooh. That sounds kind of scandalous. And I like how they tell you that it should take you about 22 minutes and 50 seconds to read this. Oh, oh yeah, now that her name, Chatterton, isn't there something called like Lady Chatterton's Lovers or something like that? Does anybody remember that? Or something. They don't say it in here. They just talk about Madrid and then the woman. Let me see if they have more information. Ooh, look how pretty she is here. Isn't she lovely? So yeah, it sounds like this could be a very interesting read. Like this lady got around with all of the very influential people in 1930s. So very good. Oh, look at this. An ad for a toboggan. And let's see, here's another article for reading. Some more great ads. So yeah, so $10 for this magazine. And yeah, very interesting reads. And it's got some more stories in here. This is a vivid novel of dangerous days and a girl's devotion. It's called Transient Lady. Kind of scandalous, maybe, these stories. And hello, Sandy. Nice to see you. And oh, look at this. That's one way to talk on the phone, right? And thank you, Sandy. I see you for 10. And oh yeah, it's these the things you find in some of these old magazines. Isn't it just amazing? Oh my goodness. So we will go ahead. Hi, Sherry, and count this down. We are going once and going twice. And we are sold. So Ruth Chatterton, well, she does. Oops, don't need that. She does have a similar look. Let me find. There she is. Yeah, there's her picture. Beautiful lady. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. So next I have some stamps, which I don't normally bring stamps. But these are really interesting. And so I thought that they would be really fun to bring to the Ephemera sale because they are classic American dolls. And so I thought, number one, they've got great images on here of dolls, but also, this again would be something fun to scan, take a picture, of some kind and use in your, paper crafting. Look how great all of these little dolls look. And so this is a full sheet, and there's even a little Raggedy Ann in there. So a beautiful full sheet. These are 32-cent stamps. Uh, excuse me. I don't remember if it says, no, I don't think it has a year on here, but it does say, who each of these dolls are. So that's really helpful. And if you are interested in, finding these out in the wild, then here's your little helpful hints to track it all down. So up at the top there is the Raggedy Ann, and then there is the is Isenraya Walker. She's gorgeous, but her name is very hard to say. And then there is Percy Crosby Skippy. And thank you, Susan. I see you for 8. But yeah, just a great collection of dolls and great for stamp lovers also. And it's just a sheet. It comes still wrapped up in its original wrapping, and it was put out by the USPS. And it's nice that it has the names of each of these also. So you can do a little deeper dive into the dolls and see if you can find any of them or one similar. That would be really fun also. And so how much is a stamp now? The last time I checked, it was 60 cents is a stamp. And I don't know if this latest increase increased that at all. I don't remember, but yeah, the last time I checked, it was 60 cents. I know, isn't it something? So we will go, yeah, maybe late 90s. Very possible. And so we'll go ahead and count this down for Susan. And we're going once, going twice, and sold. Thank you, Susan. Okay, next I've got something really, really neat. And you worked at the post office for 37 years. Oh my goodness. That is great. I worked for the post office 1 year. It was a 1-year contract. I did overnight processing, and then they decided to close all the regional ones and ship everything to Seattle right at the end of my 1-year contract. So there you go. And now here I am. Okay, so this item is really special. It's going to start at $20. And not only because it's really cool, it looks to be complete, but it's gorgeous. All right, are you ready? So this is wrapped in plastic. It has a cardboard backing on it, but this is a 1924 calendar. And I don't know if I'd be able, there, you can kind of see the depth. It does look to be complete. The calendar, all the pages look to be there. And look at this gorgeous gal. And this is in beautiful condition for, being an older. Now the sticker down here does say guaranteed old original paper Americana. So again, I'm not exactly sure this is the original. It looks like it. And this sticker is on the outside. It's not on the inside. So I think what this sticker is trying to say is that this is an original 1924 calendar. But she is spectacular. It is beautiful. It is in outstanding condition. She has these gorgeous roses. Beautiful dress. And then she just has a lovely face. She looks like she should be like one of those Coca-Cola models. She has that look. Little rosy on her cheeks. Little bit of lipstick. And so measurement-wise, this one is 13 by 11. So 13 by 11, definitely something that you could frame and enjoy. She's just got that beautiful 1920s look with all of her lovely finger waves in her hair. This says the Blanchard Company in Aurora, Illinois, USA. And at the top here, we do have the moon cycles. And at the bottom, the other moon cycles. And then down at the bottom here, let me try to get that in there. It is so hard. Photo art aqua tint. I think it might say aqua tint. And then here it says charming. And then that just has a copyright, I think FA something or other. So $20 for the beautiful calendar, but we'll go ahead and pass on that one. And I'll write pass in here. Okay, next up, I've got some paper dolls. These are going to start at $6. And they are the Shirley Temple paper dolls. This book came out in, let's see, this is, well, it's from the collection of the Children's Museum in Boston. And you're not going to tell me a date? Okay. And then there's blank pages. So, oh yes, you're right. Faye was just up here having a snack. You are right, Jan. Let's see. There's a big introduction for the paper dolls, but I don't see a date that this book came out. Interesting. Yeah, it talks about the other ones. It's got all kinds of info, but I don't see the date that this one actually came out. But we have got adorable outfits for Shirley Temple. And now I'm wondering where the dolls are too. Hang on. I know I saw them in here at some point. There's some more adorable clothing, including hats. And I like how she has all these accessories. She's got a bunny and a basket and a doll. I think there are two different dolls in here because some of them have her being straight, frontal view, and then I think the other one is slightly to the side. So there's that. And oh, here she is skiing. And look at this wagon. Boy, I don't remember seeing a wagon quite like that with these coverings over the wheels. That is really neat. But yeah, I don't remember seeing that at all. That is so cool. So $6 for the Shirley Temple paper dolls. There she can have a little tea party. There's some more great outfits. Is that the one on the... Oh, that's the one from the cover. Yeah. The little one at the sea. And then, oh, the winter one. And then her baking. There she is with a little bathrobe. And oh, look at those little slippers. Those are cute. And then some more outfits. And then there are the dolls. Oh, there's doll 3 and doll 4. And where is doll? Oh, there they are. Oh, I missed the very first page because this is thicker. I guess I thought it was together. So there are 4 different dolls. And this came out in 1988. Hi, Randy. So $6 for the Shirley Temple, but I don't see anyone interested on that one. So we will go ahead and pass. Let's get that in there. Okay, so I have some photos again. These are of a sailor. So this is a World War II era sailor. And there are 11 photos. And these are going to start at $5 for the 11 photos of the World War II era. And hi, Denise, World War II era sailor. So here's photo number 1. And then we've got some great shots of him with his family and friends. There are 11 Polaroids altogether. So great to see all the different shots of him home, enjoying family time. And then that one looks like it's out in the garden. And there's that one. And then these two, this one and then the first one look, well, this one looks more like the official, like the Navy took that one and then released it, for the family. And then there's that one in his very traditional outfit. But yeah, so you'll get all 11 of these great photos. $5 for the grouping. I'll just show them real quick again. And hi, KJ. There's that. And then like the official US Navy photo. Looks a little more formal than the other photos. And thank you, KJ. And we'll go ahead and count this down. We're going once, going twice, and we're sold. Thank you, KJ. All right, next we're going to go back to some sheet music. And this one happens to be autographed. There are, do I have two in here? I think I have two, but one of them is autographed. And so they are going to start at $10 for the sheet music. And let me see when these came out real quick here. 1930 and 1932. Okay, so 1930 and 1932 for the sheet music, and they are Rudy Vallee. So both of them, Rudy Vallee. This one is Underneath the Arches, Europe's biggest hit in 5 years. How about that? There's Rudy Vallee. And then this one is actually signed by Rudy Vallee. This one is called Dancing with Tears in My Eyes. And right down there is his signature. So whoever this was, actually got to go and see Rudy Vallee. And they thought, hey, let's bring the sheet music and have him sign it. So there you go, 1930, 1932, and Rudy Vallee, and we've got a great signature. And thank you, KJ. I know, isn't that really fun? And he did do some movies too. I remember him being in movies, or at least showing clips, at a later date maybe, of him in movies, because he always used to sing in the big megaphone. So that I remember that much about him. But yeah, he had a very nice smile, great wavy hair, and just a wonderful 1930s kind of look, right? And I like, this one with all the dancers down the side. That's a really fun touch, and almost Halloweenish, And so we'll go ahead and count this one down for KJ. Yeah, that one's a better photo. This one's okay. If you hadn't seen this one, you might think that one's okay, but this one's a much better picture. Yeah. Going once, going twice, and we're sold to KJ. Thank you so much. Yeah, for all the sheet music out there, I don't remember seeing many signed, so that was a really fun one. And he died in 86. Wow. Pretty amazing. Okay, next up is a McCall's Needlework, Crochet, and Knitting Magazine. It is from the summer of 1941. So if you were here at the beginning of my sale, I had one of these. And this one has a really cute design on the cover also. So it's going to start at $6. And it is the larger size magazine. And look at these cute little cross stitch houses that are on the cover. And it is, again, McCall's Needlework, Knitting and Crocheting, summer 1941. And it was 35 cents, but interesting that it also had the Great Britain, where I usually will see like US and Canada, but this one has US and Great Britain prices on it. And on the back of this one, we've got some examples here of seat cushions. There is a rug and a seat cushion. And then down here, what do we have? A pillow. So 1941, and that's really neat, Sarah Lee. Yeah, the 1900 sheet music is really interesting. It's so pretty. So I'm no longer a dye lot slave. Oh no. Now she can change the color and have vibrant botany yarns. And hello, New England dronist, and welcome. So this is all 1940s. And we have got very interesting ads, knitting and crocheting on this one. Of course, he's got his knit sweater when he goes out to ride the horses or play golf or baseball. Here we've got some more patterns. Gorgeous patterns of 1941. And here we've got some more yarns. So interesting magazine with lots of, this is really cool. Lots of, we've got crochets and doilies. You know, we love those doilies. And where did that centerpiece go? Oh, here we go. Wear these with your tweed. So we've got some hats, great hats of the 1940s. And then here we've got white necklines. So great reference tool for all of the different necklines women had in the 1940s. Okay, so we'll look at just a couple more pages and see if anyone is interested in this knitting and crocheting magazine from the 1940s. Oh, these are little girls in their jumpers. And, oh, look at that, in their little cowboy outfits. And hi, Sharon. Oh, Sharon's in for 6. Oh, here's some patriotic stuff. Oh, that's really cool. And, oh, Raggedy Ann and Andy. All right, so we will go ahead and count this down for Sharon. I'm going to put that back in a little plastic bag here. All right, so we are going once and going twice and sold. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, and now it's time again to talk about my little crafting ephemera packs. So if you missed it earlier, I have more. I'm going to put it in the chat. Crafting packs. These are $15 for the packs, and this is full of, here, I'm just grabbing one at random here. And we'll just take a look at what is in here. So I've got some beautiful pictures. And if anyone's interested, you just have to put in 15 in the chat, and I will get you one of the packs. We've got some vintage postcards, some just kind of fun vintage ephemera for you to use in your crafting projects. Got just some colored paper there. Got all kinds of really weird, random things. But random things are fun because they're the hardest to find. Here is a postcard or a letter from 1915. Let me see what's inside of here. So this is not written in English, but you get this great correspondence from 1915. And so you can take these and, use the originals if you want to. You can scan them in or take pictures and use, use the copies. So this one, I can't quite tell what the date is, but it's older also. We've got some fun receipts. Here is the Daily Pool 100-year calendar. Let's see, this goes from 1891 to 1990 are the years of this calendar. I wonder, can you start over again then? Here is it's like just a pack from Robin Hood, but it's got recipes on the back. Part of a card, home for the holidays. This one is newspaper recipes. Oh, apple pie from 1970. What else have we got in here? Another recipe, timetable, old coupon. We've got some more old postcards. We've got a pack of, interesting kind of notes and stuff. Oh, looks like some medical student, maybe some parts of the body in there. Those could be fun. Here is an Australian touring Australia. Beautiful pictures in there. Here's an old birthday card. Looks like some more notes. Some more fun random stuff, including, that's a receipt. There we go, from 1940. This is the San Antonio Rose. Some more fun receipts and just random stuff. This is, special rush order from the John East Iron Works Limited in Saskatoon. And then there is a old music magazine. This is from Orchestra Band and Motion Picture Theater Musicians, March 1930. And it's got some great shots of instruments. So you'll get all kinds of this fun ephemera stuff in each of these little packs. They're similar but different. And so I did see, and thank you guys for the arrow. I did see Sherry. I do have more of these packs available. So just let me know if you are interested in them. And there, right there. Okay. Let's see what I've got next. All right, next I have an old yearbook. And this is going to start at $15. And it is from 1931. This great old yearbook. And it does have some signatures in here. Must have something to do with pioneers. I don't know. Oh, this one is Franklin High School in Seattle, Washington, 1931. So really big yearbook. And so there is a shot of the high school. And lots of other great shots. We've got shots of the classes, lots of signatures. Plus there are all of the clubs that are in here. So, oh, these are the sophomores, 1931. Hard to believe that's 90 years ago. But they've got all the freshmen in here. Plus we've got, again, all of the clubs, all the photos from all the clubs, including, here we go, 1930s football. There's the team. And oh, there's the basketball team. Basketball's changed quite a bit since the 30s. And my grandmother went to Franklin High School, also Sarah Lee. But she went there in the 40s, my grandmother. So again, all of the committees in here. So just really fun. Old yearbook, $15. But we will go ahead and pass on that one. Okay, I've got another book of paper dolls, Mary Englebright. But this has a big bonus in it. Oh, let me write pass in here. So a big bonus with the Mary Englebright paper doll book, which is going to start at $15 because this book, this particular one, really is not available anymore. Not even on the secondhand market. This particular one, really hard to find. Plus, it's got a great bonus at the end. I'll show you. So we've got Anne, Estelle, we've got Henry, And this one came out in 2013. So it shouldn't be that hard to find, but I had a really hard time. I'm going to take out the bonus because it's going to all fall out of here. So we've got all of these wonderful clothes and great paper on the back also. All of this would be really fun to scan in and use for paper crafting also. Great designs on the backs of these pages. So we've got all the fun outfits. Look at that magician. So cute. That's a nice print also. So again, great for all of your paper crafting. You get like a bonus. You get paper dolls, plus you can scan in all of those back pages and use those. There is that one. And there is, get that little bathrobe. Oh, there's another little bathrobe because there is Michaela and Maggie Lou back there. Now the bonus that comes with it are all of these. So there's additional pages of paper dolls, and you get Tommy and Gracie and Violet the cat. And all of these have got great graphics on the back also. Oh, here's the snowman one. These graphics are so cool. So they're like a 2-in-1. You get the wonderful graphics plus the back. So not only the book, but all of these extra pages. Isn't that great? So it's like getting 2 books in one. And thank you, Sarah Lee. I see you. There's the back of that one. Yeah, just such a great collection. And I just love all the decorative ones on the back. Look at that one, that cute couple. And there's that. And then this one, Be Yourself. That one is so good. So yeah, like getting 2 books in one. I'm going to put those right back in there. So awesome, Mary Englebright. And we're going to go ahead and count this one down. So we're going once, going twice, and sold to Sarah Lee. Thank you. Oh, you have tons of the magazines. Oh, those magazines are so good. That's awesome, Sarah Lee. And thank you. I'm so glad that's going to you. Which one? Okay. So I have a bunch of postcards. I think that there are 15 total in here. And I'm going to do them at a really good price. So 15 postcards. We're going to start at $4. And I've got these great ones of Bermuda. There's that. It does say Bermuda on the back. There is another one in his Bermuda shorts. So 15 postcards for $4. They're not all Bermuda, but there's a good chunk of them that are. Look at that nice big pool. There's Bermuda. This one is North Pole, New York. Oops, right where my finger is. North Pole, New York. So is this one. And this one. Santa's Workshop in North Pole, New York. Then I've got some vintage Canadian ones. This one has a 1950 postmark on it. This one doesn't have writing on the back. And then these are also Canada. So $4 for the Canadian, Bermuda, and New York lot. There we go. Trying to remember all three of the places I just showed. And thank you, Sherry. I see you for those. And then just for my records, I'm going to count it down. Going once. Going twice. And sold. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, this is interesting. Trying to figure out exactly what these things are. I think they might be coasters or something kind of along those lines, but they are little works of art. And they do have plastic coating on them. Here is the back, but they're just kind of like postcard size, but they are coated, and then the back is coated too. So I'm not sure, coasters or just strangely laminated works of art or something in between. Or however you want to use them. I think these could be really fun in one of those like multi frames so that you can really show them off. There is a signature on all of these. I do believe they are all from the same artist. I just cannot read the signature. I'll show it to you. Maybe you guys can read it or recognize it. I have tried looking at various ones to see if I can find out who this is. So here is the work of art. So this is what, Bourbon Street. And then I'm going to zoom in really close here. It is George something. I can figure out the George. I know, that's the easy part. I'm going to get even my magnifier in here a little closer here so that we can really take a look at it. It's like SH something, I don't know. But I'll show it to you on all of them because some of them it's a little easier to read than on others. But this one is beautiful on Bourbon Street. The next one looks like the Capitol. I believe they're copies under laminate or some kind of a plastic coating, but no, I think these were mass produced. So there again is the signature right down there. And I'll see if I can get it magnified Now that really doesn't help, but it's George something is who did all of these. Oh, let me get you a measurement on them. They are 5 by 3.5. So here is the next one. I'm not sure if this is, I want to say this is Charleston, South Carolina. But I'm not 100% sure. But here is the signature again. And then this one, I think, is Independence Hall in Philadelphia. And then here is the signature again. And I'll try to magnify that one. But it's like you can read it, but you can't read it. Then there is, I don't know, is that the Brooklyn Bridge? Maybe. And there is the signature. And then the last one. So there are 6 in total. So that is Central Park. 6 of these in total. There again is the signature. And I'll try to, magnify this one. So again, $5 for the 6. You could absolutely display them as art. Because there is a plastic coating on them, they would work as coasters also. So they are 5 by 3.5. And it's just really well done art. All done by the same artist. There we go. So $5 for those. And I thought they could be fun in one of those multiple, those frames that hold, the different photos. I thought that would be kind of a cool way of displaying them. But we will pass. Oops, let me write pass here. Okay, next up, I just ended up, and Denise would like those. All right, Denise, thank you so much. So just again for my notes, I'm going to type going once, going twice, and sold to Denise. All right, thank you so much. Okay, as I was going through some of the things I picked up recently, I came across a pattern. I only have the one simplicity pattern, but I'm going to put it out here for $3 because the graphics are just a little over the top. And I think it's really fun to see the fellas on display for this one. Now, I do not know if all of the pieces are in here for all of the patterns. It's more just for, again, patterns are great to use in your crafting and ephemera. They are awesome. And I don't know if anybody is really going to be looking to recreate the awesome styles that are in this pattern. So you kind of get a twofer. You get these awesome fellas, and you can use the patterns for your crafting usage. But aren't they just great? They are groovy. And I like how the guys have the little bandanas around their necks there. And does this have a year on it? I keep telling myself, try to find a year, try to find a year, but I don't think I could ever find. Oh, maybe right down here. Let me double check. 1972. There it is. 1972. I know. Doesn't that bring back a lot of memories? And of course, you had the vest. Love those vests. But yeah, that is so great. And so this is the size 44. And originally there were 22. Again, I'm not sure if all the pieces are in here, but there are the tops. Oh, you can make the vest also, and the pants. Well, how awesome is that? So you can have the short sleeve shirt, the long sleeve shirt, the vest, and the pants. And so we will count this down for Sherry. I'm so glad you like it. I mean, yeah, we see so many of the women in these patterns. It was just so fun to come across the guys. And so we are going once and going twice. And we are sold. Now it's funny because I remember when they call them flares now and not bell bottoms, but I remember when flares came back for the women again, not too long ago, but they were really popular. But I didn't remember them coming back for the guys. And I think to some extent the new bell bottoms for women, the flares, are still fairly popular. That's right, Greg Brady. He totally would have worn that outfit. And the dad, too. He would have worn that. Absolutely. Okay, this is a really unusual and different kind of item. It is an original certificate. This is going to start at $8. I know, between the Brady Bunch and the Partridge Family, whoo, boy, did we have fashion. This is a document from 1904. It is the original document. It has been folded in the middle, I would say, for many, many years. It does have a little bit of wear on that crease, but this is a christening certificate. It is not in English. I did have to use Google to translate this to make sure that this is a christening certificate. So that is what the picture is depicting. Beautiful artwork on this. I think this might be Norwegian. So absolutely gorgeous. It is written in, I'm going to say Norwegian because I think if I remember right, that's what it is. Here is where it's dated 1904. So this is 118 years old. But the graphics are absolutely gorgeous on this document. And somewhere down here, so the certificate originally came out in 1898 was when it was copyrighted, 1898. But this particular one was signed in 1904. And yeah, the imagery on here is just stunning. Beautiful fonts used, especially right here. Absolutely gorgeous. So a lovely christening certificate from 1904. And I don't know, Noah's Ark? I don't know. But there it is. There is the whole certificate. Just a very unique document for sure. All right, but I don't see any takers on it. So we will pass on that. Okay, and then I have a book. Okay, this book came out in 1951. So 1951. And this is going to start at $5. Get that up there. There we go. And this is Black Beauty. So this is a Whitman book. Black Beauty 1951. The front cover and the back cover are the same. Inside, we've got beautiful graphics. And then the pages are green, I guess to match the cover. On the inside here, I'm just going to kind of go through. So this again, Black Beauty, and there are black and white photos throughout the book. The font is also a little larger for younger readers. Here, let me try that again. Getting this a little closer. Let me try that again. Now, the binding is a little loose. This was, I'm sure, read a lot. It's such a great story that it was read quite a bit. And so you can see as I thumb through here that there are some black and white illustrations in here. And always a good read with Black Beauty. And then at the end here, the back cover, the front cover are the same. And then I'll show the bindings just a little loose in there. So $5 for Black Beauty. And I don't see any takers, so we'll pass. Okay, so I've got some more photos. Yep, the kind I would normally show on Friday night, but I'm bringing some here for this sale also. These happen to be 5 photos of fellows, different years span from all of the fellows, but there are 5 guys, although one of them's a young guy. And they are going to start at $8 for the 5 photos. Okay. So here is the first one. Yep, he is a cutie. Oops, let me get this. There we go. $8, 5 photos. Here's your first one. Here is photo number 2. So we're starting kind of in the probably 50s or 60s for these 2. 1950s and 60s. Then we're going to go back to probably the 1920s for this guy. He almost looks like a movie star. And then we're going to go back a little further, probably to the late 1800s for this guy. He is on a thick cabinet card. He's from Allentown, Pennsylvania. And then here is the back. So the photographer had some really fancy advertising on the back of his photos. So there we go with him. And then the last one is this fella, also probably from the late 1800s. And he's from Providence, Rhode Island. So for $8, you are going to get all 5 of these fellows. There, and there is the last one. All right, so I don't see any takers for the fellas. So we will pass on them. Okay, I have another lot of 1920s sheet music. That's right. They're the new version of the Goodfellas or the old version of the Goodfellas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 pieces of sheet music here from the 1920s. One of them, there's one additional one, but I only have the cover. I don't have the sheet music, but the cover is really good. So it makes up for not having the sheet music with it. So for the lot, I think I said of 6, let me double check. 1, 2, don't count that one, 3, 4, 5. So 5 sheet music, 1 extra cover, 1920s, $10. There we go. This one, oops, let go. There we go. Is called Listening. And the graphics on this one are so pretty. And I love the color. So this one is called Listening. And it came out in 1921. And to go with it, I guess, on the back is Learning. So this is written and featured by Sophie Tucker. And there is, I guess, Sophie Tucker. So that's a little fun bonus on the back. The next one is called Gray Morn. And it is gray. And look at the beautiful tree with the bird and his little birdhouse. And then down there in the background is the house. So the Gray Morn. This one came out in 1921. And then it also has trails on the back. Then this is the one where I only have the cover. I don't have the sheet music, but look at that. It's like a little Cupid. It's called Twilight, the Stars, and You. And then look at the little Cupid down there. Unfortunately, I just have the cover page for this one. But that little Cupid is so cute. Now, this one I think was played a lot. I think this must have been a favorite song because the cover is in pretty rough condition. But the graphics are still really pretty. Let the Rest of the World Go By. And this came out in, this one came out in 1919, but close enough to 1920. And then the last one, nope, there's still 2 more here. High Up on a Hilltop. This is Eddie McGill. And there is, I guess, is the little house high up on a hilltop. And this one came out in 1928. And then on the back, I like this one. They have several. I'm Sorry, Sally. Not even going to try to pronounce that one. Then down here, My Old Girls, My New Girl Now. Okay. And then this one, A Bungalow, a Radio, and You. So it's always fun when you get those bonus ones in there. And then the last one is When It's Sunset in Sweden. I don't know if there's anybody around who remembers that song. But it says it was popular. And this came out in 1919 also. But great colors for fall. Wonderful for a little display or, part of a Halloween display. Kind of eerie with the sun going down. So you will get all of these $10. There's 1. Oops. There's 2. Here is 3. This one is just the cover. Here is number, these two always want to stick together. Here's number 4. And then here is number 5. All right, so I don't see any takers for the sheet music. There we go. So we'll pass on that. Okay, I have next a pair of 1922 magazines. These are music magazines. And for the 2 of them, they are going to start, They are going to start at $10 for the pair. The first one is July 1922. And this is Etude Music Magazine, which does have a lot of sheet music in it. Lots of articles about musicians, composers, ads about, where you can learn to play music. And here's Orville Herald. Just interesting people and articles in here. And then again, lots of sheet music. Let me see what else we've got in here. there's any really cool graphics. Sometimes these have just, again, lots of sheet music for people to learn new songs. But there are some really fun ads in here. Here is, what is this? Ooh. Brunswick Phonographs and Records. This new Hall and Fame mother. This is Ellie Nay, and she is a pianist. 1922. And most of the sheet music in here looks like, hi, Nancy, looks like it is pretty advanced. That is one thing for sure, very advanced sheet music. And then we get to the back, where the back has lots of ads in it, which is really interesting to see, 1920s ads and what they were selling back then. And then the back here, we've got an ad for skincare. So this is Woodbury's facial soap. Now this one maybe a little less glamorous than this one. Look at her. Isn't she cute? For Baker's Breakfast Cocoa. I didn't know we had different cocoa for breakfast. Well, how cool is that? But this is the December 1922 issue. And look at this beautiful woman on the cover playing the violin. Does have a little writing on it. But yeah, she is beautiful. The cover is loose on it. And then let me see if we've got anything else. We've got a lot of music again. But I loved that cover. And nope, just the ads, the music, the stories. But yeah, it's pretty. Now, there is writing, but I think it's in pencil. I think if you were very gentle, and maybe I will even try very gently to get that off. But yeah, these are both 1922 editions. All right, so we'll pass on those. And okay, so I'm going to do one more little show and tell of the little ephemera groupings that I have. No, Gina Marie, it's $10 for both of the 1922 magazines. And thanks, Randy. Thank you. So you get both of the Etude 1922 magazines for $10. It's a twofer. And thank you, Gina Marie. Let me get that for you. All right, so I'm going to put those. Do I get my plastic covers? Yes. Yes, I had to think about that for a second, because sometimes I'll get them on eBay and sometimes I'll get them on Amazon. I think I have had the best luck with the ones that have the zip ones on Amazon. So yeah, that I do. Okay, so I'm going to go through again another little pack here. This is a crafter's lot of just random ephemera. So I'm going to put crafting pack. These are $15 each. And they are full of sometimes just random stuff. So here are like some random notes, but there's a picture of the skin. So yeah, this was like that part was from like a medical student. Here is a nice picture. We've got some vintage postcards, just some random graphics, because random graphics are really fun to use for your crafting lots. And again, just when you come across just random stuff that people have saved for absolutely no reason. What is this? Oh, this is a very fancy envelope. And oh, that might be Poland. It might be Polish writing that we're seeing. So this is a letter from, I guess that's 1948, maybe. Beautiful handwriting, but this is really fun for you to use in your crafting projects. What have I got here? I've got a little certificate, a little bag. More coupons. Love those coupons. Newspapers. The dairy and poultry pool. It's a holiday card. More newspaper. Oh, we've got a 30-inch range. There you go. Let's see. RX. Postcards. Here is an Australia tourism book with great photos of Australia. This is the question envelope for Northern Pacific Union Conference of SDA Examining Board. Okay, so in here, oh, we've got all kinds of sheets. Physiology. Is this for working on a railroad? General Bible. Civil government. Interesting. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of these in here. Reading for the North Pacific Union Conference of, whatever SDA is. I don't know. Interesting. But boy, you had to learn a lot for that. Here are some just random handwriting notes, but it's always fun to have, different kinds of handwriting for different things. Here's an old calendar, 1964, receipt, more newspaper, save and borrow credit union. This is still sealed in plastic, whatever it is. This is dated, well, I don't know. It's got a lot of stamps on the back. Look at that. 1958, it looks like. There's another one of those. 50th anniversary. Who knew? There you go. Box of Kleenex. Old postcard. Some old sheet music. Again, this is the kind, the book's a little rough, so it's good to just take those pages. Here's some colored and some more beautiful scenery. So yeah, just randomness in here. So $15. Each one's a little different, but similar stuff. So if you're interested in those, just let me know. And then, okay. So then I have a little pack here of postcards. They are European postcards. Oh, Seventh-day Adventist. Oh, well, thank you, book. Well, you had to learn a lot. So this whole little pack is going to start at $8 for all of those postcards. And I'm going to show you what they are, although I may not know all of the places. This one is Madeira, and it is a big pullout of Madeira. So you get lots of pictures on both sides. And so this is $8 for everything. This one is I don't know, somewhere. Let me see if I can see the back of one of these will tell me. You guys probably will know this before I will. Let me see. What does that say? Oh, Barcelona, printed in Spain. Okay. So these are just on this side. So hello, MJ, Barcelona. Thank you. So you get all of these. They're just printed on this side. They're not printed front and back. It's just on this side. So again, $8 for the whole thing. So here's Barcelona. We have Madeira. We've got I think this is Turkey somewhere. Istanbul. These are just printed on this side, not on the back. Hello, Pat. So you get all of these postcards of Istanbul also. So again, remember, it's the whole pack. $8 for the whole pack. No, book. That was part of a crafting lot. These are postcards. Just postcards. Only postcards. Hi, Mia. So here are some more. There's that one. That one. And that one. And then there's this, which is, I don't know. Let me see if it says somewhere. It looks like it's an island somewhere. Oh, Canary Islands. There we go. Somewhere in the Canary Islands. So you'll get all of these postcards. Also, oops, all of those. All of those. Okay, so $8 for the whole postcard lot. So you get the Canary Islands. You get these three. You get Istanbul. You get Barcelona. And you get Madeira. All of these postcards, $8. Okay, we're going to pass on that. Now, the next lot I have may be controversial for some people. Some people may not like it, but it was stuff I collected at an estate sale lot. It all goes together. So someone might have a use for it for crafting. They may not. It's going to start at $5. And I'm just going to warn you, you may not like it. You may be okay with it. But this is all remembrances of someone who passed away. It is sympathy cards. It is funeral documentation. It is the guest book at the funeral, but it all goes together. So again, lots of sympathy cards and everything. From what I can tell, it was in the 80s. I think this is 1984 is when the funeral was. So again, it's got everything here in terms of sympathy cards, some documentation from funeral costs and everything. So, you know, it may not be your cup of tea, but it is all here in case someone wants to use this for, you know, for whatever crafting purposes. Yeah, a lot of the cards are very pretty. You know, the sympathy cards have beautiful floral arrangements on them. That is absolutely true. And then this is the one that this was the pamphlet that was handed out at the funeral. So again, not for everybody, but I wanted to offer it just in case there was someone out there that was interested in, you know, using the materials for crafting purposes. So yeah, just kind of throwing it out into the universe there. And just in case anyone happens to be watching on the replay and they think they might be interested in something like that. So my email address, oops, no, it's not. It is right there on the screen. Now, what I'm going to do now, that was kind of the last of the items. So for anyone who was not here at the beginning, I'm grabbing everything so that I will go through the items that didn't sell. Kind of a speed round and give everybody a chance to get a look or a second look at the items that I had. I'm going to grab some water too. Okay. So the first one I have, this is for $3. $3 is the beautiful pictures of this flower that somebody took. These absolutely gorgeous pictures of this plant and this flower that we think is called the Queen of the Nile. Oops, very possibly. But if anybody would like to enjoy the beautiful, absolutely beautiful pictures of this flower, I mean, it's mind-blowing how gorgeous this flower is. $3 for the flower that we think is called Queen of the Nile. And it is part of the cactus family. Next, I have some maps. Now, if anyone would like the whole lot, I've got Oregon. This one we discovered was from Calgary down to Arizona. So it kind of goes through Montana and Nevada. Then I have 2 of California. And this one of Oregon, the shell. If anyone would like all of these vintage maps, they are $10. However, if no one wants all of them, they're $2 a piece. So we have the shell map of Oregon. I've got California and California. This one again goes from Calgary down to Arizona. And this one is Oregon. So $2 a piece or $10 for the whole set. Okay. Then I have the 1920s sheet music. This is $10. Yes, Denise, just let me know which 2 you would like. Absolutely. I will hook you up. This is a lot of 1920s sheet music. The 2 with the graphics. Okay, so not the shell ones, I think. So you would like these 2. I think I'm getting you right. Okay. So let me write down 2 each. Oregon and Standard Oil for DMB. All right. Thank you. So $10 for the lot, and we have, oops, I'm crying because I know I'm losing you. Yep. Oops. There we go. She is walking away. Then I want to go where you go. Do what you do. I'll be happy. By Grace Aldrich. Then we've got I'd Love to Fall Asleep and Wake Up in My Mammy's Arms. Hello, Apple Martini. In a Little Spanish Town. And Russian Lullaby. So you'll get all of these 1920 sheet music, $10. That one and that one. Then for $5, write that. For $5, I've got the vintage envelope with the instructions and the transfer for this beautiful flower basket. Let me open this up. So this is an iron-on transfer. Look how big that is. Isn't that a gorgeous flower basket? But the instructions, fold that up again. The instructions come with everything you need for the materials, the placing of the motif on the bedspread, transferring the pattern, the embroidery, the colors to use, all the special stitching you'll need, and then a graph to show you where all the colors go. So all of that for $5. And it's not every day you find it in the original envelope that it came in. Then for $3, I have the pictures of Karen. So this just happens to be a gal. Whoever Karen's family was knew someone that was part of the estate that I picked up. This is Karen at 16 months in 1963. And then we get pictures of her in 69, in 70, in 76, 76 also, and then this cute one. So $3 for the pictures of Karen. Then for $15, I have a recipe book. This is an 84 drink recipe book. This just happened to be put out by a restaurant in Lake City, which is in Seattle. And so what you do with this is you open it up to the middle, and then there are tabs all along here. So if you're making a hot rum right there, you just turn to that page, and there it tells you how to make a hot rum. Or on this page, you got all the recipes there. So if you want to make a, I don't know, what is a Bronx? I don't even know what that is. Gin, French vermouth, Italian vermouth, and a little bit of orange juice. All right. So lots of classic drinks in here. Plus everything you need to know. It's a huge booklet full of tons of information. So $15 for the recipe book. Then I have, let's see here. For $10, I have 5 photos of 5 unrelated families. So this one happens to be from 1921-22. So it is 100 years old. We've got this photo, 100-year-old photo. There is the date. So $10 for the 5 family photos. This one reminds me of the Waltons, I think because of Grandpa there. On the back, it's got a few names, but not a date. Then we've got this family, 1957. I don't know if this is in America. It might be in Poland. I think that might be Polish. Then we've got this family with the 3 girls. Mom and the 3 girls. And then we've got this family. So more of a turn of the century family. So $10 for the 5 family photos. Then for $5, I have 3 space shuttle postcards. So these are all the Space Shuttle Enterprise. And for $5, you get all 3 postcards of the Space Shuttle Enterprise. None of them are written on, so they were probably picked up as souvenir pieces. So $5 for all 3 postcards. Okay, then I have a 1924 calendar. This is under plastic with a cardboard backing. This is $20. The calendar does look to be complete. 1924, this says the Blanchard Company in Aurora, Illinois. Down here, I believe it says Photo Art Aquatint. Then it says Charming. Then over here, this is a sticker on the outside that says Guaranteed Old Original Paper Americana. So I think that's just by the person who put this in plastic, letting us know that this is the original. But isn't she gorgeous? She's got roses. She has pink cheeks. Beautiful. So it's a large one. $20 for the calendar. Then I have the Shirley Temple paper dolls. These are $6 for the paper dolls. This book originally came out in 1988, and we've got 2 Shirley Temples here and 2 Shirley Temples back there. And then we've got all of this. Let me get past that. There we go. All of these adorable little outfits for all of the Shirley Temples. Now, why am I always turning to the blank pages? There we go. You can see some of them. So $6 for Shirley Temple. For $15, I have the Franklin High School in Seattle, Washington, 1931 yearbook. It is a really thick yearbook, and if you like photos from the 1930s, this is full of great photos from the 1930s people, and then all of the artwork that they have in here, all of the clubs that they have, the sports. So yeah, if you enjoy looking at all of the wonderful fashion and stuff of the 1930s, this is the yearbook. $15 for the yearbook. For $8, I have the 1904 christening certificate. This is $8, 1904. Here is the graphics of a christening. I believe this is in Norwegian. This actually was copyrighted in 1898. So $8 for the christening certificate. For $5, I have The Black Beauty by Whitman. Black Beauty book, $5. It has black and white pictures in here. And the font is a little larger because it is a younger reader book. This came out in 1951. So 1951, Whitman Publishing, Black Beauty, $5. And then I have the Fellas. There's 5 photos for $8. And there were the other 1920s, $10 for those. Okay. And then I have the crafting lots. So if you're interested in the crafting lots, $15 for those. And that is everything. That is everything I have. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, for hanging out with this special ephemera sale. And yeah, so I do have some more ephemera. I don't know if I have enough to do a wholesale, but I'll probably start incorporating some of that into my drop sales coming up. So again, if you are not a member of the PAW Squad at the $4.99 level, you can get 24-hour early access to all of my drop sale videos. So do consider that if you enjoy shopping the drop sale videos. And for $1.99 a month, you get to be like Jan Goodwin. You get to have the little paw there. Thank you, Jan. The little paw, which at the end of 1 month, when she goes to 2 months, it'll change colors. And then she also gets access to all the fun emojis that have been created. And thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for your purchases. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm going to be getting started on my invoicing, which, because of having actual community sales and stuff to go to in my area, has put me a little behind schedule of the schedule I like to have. So I will be working hard on getting all that done. And yes, please join me on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for A Picture Tells a Story, also known as the Sue Spezio Show, which I do have to send her a link to the sale or there will be no Sue Spezio. So I better do that as soon as I'm done here. But yes, please join me on a Friday with Erin Proctor and Sue Spezio. And then on Saturday night at 10 p.m., I will be having Steph from Steph Sells Stuff by the Seashore joining me for Friday's sale. So thanks again, everyone, so much, and have a wonderful rest of your week. And I hope everybody is staying cool and staying hydrated. I know I need to drink a whole bunch more water than what I've been doing. But yeah, if you think of something or saw something you were interested in or had questions on anything, please feel free to leave those in the comments or email me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. And so yeah, so everybody, good night and thanks again, and I'll be seeing you in the chats. Bye, everyone.